Alrighty, we're back at another hill. This one's a little different than our normal hill test, but we've got some extra goodies here and a bonus hill. But let's talk to Brian first about modes and plans of attack.
All right, first of all, I want to show the people the camera in this thing, because we have the 360, and that's pretty cool. This is a very good camera system. You can hard key it right here with the view button. Bring it up, you've got overview, you've got back view, you've got the 360 rapid around stuff. Let's see, and you've got tire views as well. This is your left and right front tires, so you can really place this thing. That's pretty cool. I like that a lot.
And what mode are you going to go in up this hill?
I think we know we need 4-wheel drive, right, unless we bomb this thing. So I'm definitely going to go, I think, in 4 high, because I want to hear turbo sounds. Okay. We do have drive modes and we have multi-train select, but you have to be in low to use MTS.
So and we don't really need it here anyways, we know that.
Nah, so I'm in sport because we happen to be there, and 4 high so we can make some boosty sounds.
All right, there we go. So we're going to try 4 high in sport, go up this hill. I doubt we'll have any problems, but let's see. And Brian, about the only drama there was how cool the intake sounded.
Yeah, and some blurping to make it more fun. That was definitely worth it though. So I think for the moguls, I know we're going to want a locker at some point coming up. So let's just do 4 low now.
What about the disconnecting sway bar? Or are you going to save that for the next obstacle?
You know, I think we can do it right now to try and flex it out.
Okay, let's try to flex it out. So, this is a good flex test.
So I can't use it unless I'm in 4 low. So go to 4 low. I'm going to disconnect the stabilizer bar. There you go. We're disconnected. We're in 4 low, and I'm going to, let's see here, rear diff is locked. So we are in full off-road mode. I'm actually going to go into MTS, Craig, and see what we have here. We've got auto, sand, mud, and rock. I'm going to leave it in auto right now.
Auto sounds good. This is a good flex test with these moguls. This is really going to twist up the chassis. Let's see what that disconnecting front sway bar does.
Have we lifted tire at all? That's incredible. Did you expect that?
No.
No. So the stabilizer bar worked really, really good. Craig, we're running that back with the stabilizer bar connected. Let's do that right now.
Okay.
All right. So let's run this back, Craig. So we had the stabilizer bar disconnected, and I don't think it picked a tire up at all. It didn't feel like it.
Yeah, it was very boring. An IFS shouldn't do that. So now you've got the stabilizer bar connected
on the front, and let's see if it makes a difference on our articulation.
Right, very good. Okay, let's try it.
Oh, yep. Okay,
Brian.
Proving the pudding right there.
Yeah, so
it does make a difference.
We did lift, at least I know, a tire in the rear.
Both sides we did.
Both sides, and that did not happen with the previous run when the front disconnecting sway bar was disconnected.
That's impressive.
That goes to show you how it helps everything.
Yeah,
disconnect just one.
And when you're doing trail use like this, the best tool you can have is keeping tires on the ground.
Right.
So anyways, let's do the frame twister and see what it does unlocked.
All right. By frame twister, what he means here is, let me show you right here, it's a pretty steep angle, and with IFS vehicles, it's a good test. This is really steep, and then it crosses up right there. We're gonna find out real quick what this thing can do and see what happens. Okay, we got the front tire lifted.
Okay, so we're on a side flip of it looks like 30 degrees right now.
Yeah.
And the front tire went in the air, but because the diff was locked, it was no fuss.
No drama.
Kept on going. So the rear 2 tires were still, even though there was a tire in the air at one point, no drama. Worked out
great.
Very good. Okay, let's head out with the rock pit and I think we'll call it from there.
All right. All right, Brian, plan of attack up this pretty gnarly rock climb into a water pit.
Yeah.
What's your plan here?
So I'm going to hang the left tire on that long, narrow rock because it's actually the most stable way to go to keep the face of the wheel off of it. We're going to do that. I'm in 4 low still with the diff locked. I'm going to try and use crawl control
I like
to go up the ledge. So what we're going to do is I'm going to hit the crawl button right here.
Okay.
And now I can change it from low to high. I'm going to leave it on number 2 because I think that's probably the amount of momentum we want on this. But we've still got it locked up and in 4 low.
Okay, let's give it a shot and see what it does.
All right.
Everybody raves about the crawl control. Let's see it in action here.
No gas, no brake on my end.
Okay. Thank you. Got it.
Very controlled.
All right, see you on the other side.
All right. All right, Craig, I'm doing the heel toe dancer now to try and get this thing out of 4-low and lock. The rear diff lock is off. Stabilizer bar had to be connected first. And now we're in 4-low. Let's change it to...
Do not go in the wrong sequence. It'll shut you down.
I know. 4 high from 4-low or neutral. 4 high worked out good.
Okay.
Go 2 high. It worked. Okay,
right
we're good to go.
Okay.
Good job.
All right.
Woo, we passed the test. Okay, look. Let's talk about this. I want to talk about right now about the old man emu suspension on what we're doing right now. It's about 15, 20 miles an hour on dirt road. And let's talk about that while we're talking about everything else.
Well, and I'm glad you brought that up, because that's, if you're overlanding, you're going to do a lot of driving like this road right here.
Absolutely.
Fire roads, just dirt roads, kind of off the main highways.
Right.
This is where the majority of your time will be spent.
Absolutely. Now, one thing I want to get out of the way right away, Craig, and I'm talking about our Ranger, I'm talking about the NES Grenadier, I'm talking about the Frontier, I'm talking about the GM. This is the most comfortable front seat out of all of them.
It is.
It's unreal. And we also have crotch chillers.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, that's nice.
It's very nice. Without a sunroof, I've got no headroom problem. All complaints out of the way from the rear seat and its hybrid situation. The front is just problem-free.
The front's great. And if you're overlanding, you don't need the rear seat's kind of pointless.
So back to your whole discussion of a focused overlander, you're probably going to compromise the rear seat a little bit, and maybe it doesn't matter so much for that person.
Fair enough.
Okay. All out of the way. Steering. Feels great. It's rack and pinion, it's IFS, and there are major benefits because it's not a stick axle. And other than that, it's just surprisingly capable. The stabilizer disconnect made a huge difference. I was like, we filmed that mogul, we both looked at each other like, well, that was boring.
Yeah.
Let's try it again and get a wheel in the air, right?
2 things I'll say from our experience with the Tacoma and then finally being able to drive this Trailhunter. 1, I do think this is a little stiffer than our TRD off-road with the shocks we had on it.
Oh, I agree.
The shocks were a little softer on the TRD off-road, which I think compromised the payload. That was some of it, and the spring rate, also a big factor.
Overall, when we did a tent and a rack, they were too soft.
Yes.
So this is obviously calibrated for what we need to do.
Unladen, the TRD off-road has a smoother, softer ride.
Right.
Once you load it up, though, I think this is kind of built just right, where it's going to be the happy compromise for actually with some gear.
I do want you to compare this to our Ranger.
Yeah, okay.
In the mix.
But this does ride smoother than our Ranger.
Substantially.
But the Ranger's payload is higher.
And when you have a load in the Ranger, it rides great. So it's like, you got to kind of pick your
There's always happy mediums and trade-offs.
Right.
The other thing I want to point out is the TNGA-F platforms. We've driven them all now. Land Cruiser, GX, Tacoma. What I think surprises us almost every single time, we've even done the LX600, the 300 series.
Yep.
They flex out like crazy for an IFS platform.
They really do. The rear axle's got
always
so much travel.
Surprise us.
Yeah, but, like you expect it from a Raptor. You don't expect it from a normal Tacoma. Because even, a TRD off-road's not like a bespoke off-road trim.
Right.
This is, and it's even better.
You don't expect it on something that rides this good on highway speeds with those manners.
Very
it shouldn't flex out like that, and it does.
And it does. Okay, well, I think that's about it. I want to remind our people at home, if you want to catch this video out early, up to a week early, we have a membership for you. It is less than $1 a month.
Wait, what? Not even $1?
Not even $1. It's almost not worth our time, but
Man.
it's literally the cheapest we can make it, and we're doing that for you. And thank you also for watching and following and commenting and letting us know what an idiot Craig is.
Easy.
Well, it depends. Maybe it's me. Nonetheless, thanks for watching. We appreciate you, and we'll catch you on the next one. Anything else?
That's it. See you in the next one.
Adios.